Hello everybody. Well, people wanted to see that big log that we had sawed, that oak log. Well, we started sawing it this morning. And I had the camera on my head and something went terribly wrong. We didn't get it. So I'll just have to show you the lumber afterwards. I don't know what I done wrong or he done wrong, or it's just one of them things that happen. So, but here's the lumber that come out of it. I really hate we didn't let you watch us saw it. But anyway, put it back together. So, but there's the lumber. That's pretty. That cut out some good stuff. I sawed 2 blocks off the end of it for wood, and they burnt good. I didn't figure the wood red oak usually don't burn real good. That's got some rod on it right there. But that other down in there is really good. It sawed a pretty good bit. It's a pretty good sized log. But it's good and straight. It's sawed really good. And there's my firewood. That's what I was after. I sawed it up a while ago. I thought I had my saw fixed. I usually use my steel, but I've got to put another chain on it. I didn't want to sawing up. I didn't want to put a brand new chain on it to saw up firewood. And then I got my husky out because it hadn't been running, and I cleaned it up. But there's still something wrong with it. I don't know what the problem is. I'm gonna have to get Michael to look at it. It just, I worked on it a little bit yesterday and got it to run, and it acts like there's something wrong with the trigger on it. That sometimes it acts like it don't get no gas. So I'm gonna have to work on that. And here's the center of it. The center of the log is not dang good anyway, the heart. But this is definitely not. But I'm glad to get me some firewood. It'll burn. I got me 2 good sticks. If I had my way about it, I'd get Michael to saw all my wood like that. I love it because it stacks good. But that'd be sort of a waste of time and fuel to get all my firewood cut like that. But it would be neat. I think a pretty stack of firewood is really neat. But I'll have to saw the rest of that up. It looks like it's going to rain after a while, but I believe I'll get it all sawed up. But we had a good morning this morning. He feels the best that he has, and I don't know whenever. So that's a good thing. I hate we've had to quit sawing a lot, but I guess all good things have got to come to an end. So, where's the big dog? He stays down here with me. He watches out for me. But he can be a pain. I was going to go over here and show you that stack of lumber that I don't know how many years that's been stacked up. And it was dead packed. I told Michael, I said, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to string it out. And I figured I'd have to put it out on a chipper because I figured it'd just be dust, really, to tell you the truth. Because I don't know how long it's been dead stacked. But see, there ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, that's good lumber. Somebody got us to saw it for them. They brought the logs in here, and they never did pick it up. We called them 2 or 3 times, and they said they'd get it, but they never did. It's just ugly. I mean, you know, it's stained, but it ain't rotten. There ain't anything wrong with it. I've got to get it put on sticks. It's aggravating putting it on sticks by myself, but I just take my time. It don't take long. Getting started is what takes the longest of anything, you know. I got over there the other day and stacked a bunch of oak. And I've got a stack of oak here that we sawed. He's not come got it yet either. I think he's going to use it for a trailer or something other. But it's been here 2 or 3 years, I guess. But I guess he'll come get it one of these days. I don't know. Ravioli killed another groundhog the other day. I'm sort of mad at him. I think it was an old groundhog, but that don't justify him killing it. I don't know why he killed stuff. Then he killed a squirrel. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. I wish he wouldn't kill this stuff, but I guess that's what they do sometimes. But that spruce is pretty that we sawed. Somebody'd like to have that for a bar top or something. That's really pretty. But it's got rosin in it, and sometimes it'll come out just in like cupfuls. I don't know how you could get that sanded. I'd mess the sanding up. I don't know. There's my oak that I put on sticks. It'd been laying there a long time too. But like I say, it's not hurt, it's just ugly. But you can plane it and it'd be real pretty. That's my inch lumber. I didn't really know I had that much over there. And all the ones that's warped and stuff, I saw it up for wood. There's my 2-inch stuff. I've been racking my brain trying to figure out what to do with this big log. I know better than to saw it. I really want to really bad, but I know better. Because I know it's got metal in it. If it's just a little nail, it wouldn't be so bad, but Lord have mercy, it might be a part of a fence or something. I mean, a post or something other. You can't never tell what they got in them. But I've been sawing up this old poplar over here. It makes good wood. It just don't last, but I've got to get rid of it. Some people like it. They call it spalted. It's pretty much rotten. But I come down here this morning and sawed up and got stuck. Had to take my loader and pull me out. I knowed whenever I got back in this hole here in them chips what I'd done, but I'd sawed me up some. There's pretty big blocks, and I didn't have to lift them up so far, and so I got stuck. But I got me out. And there's an old pine. I'm thinking I'm gonna saw it. I'm thinking that'd make some pretty lumber. But I'll have to check it for nails too. See, it goes right there, and then it gets real. It's little. I can cut that off right there, and we'll be good to go. That'll make a 8 or a 10 foot log. I mean lumber. So, and I think right up there is fox dens. There's 2 of them. I don't know if you can tell anything about it or not, but there's holes. There's 2 holes up there that they've dug out. And I'm pretty sure foxes live in them. But I've not seen them, so maybe this spring I'll have some babies. But, well, that's about it. I hate you didn't get to see us saw that big log, but that just goes along with it. I don't know nothing about this stuff. I don't know if it's working, or I guess I should learn, but I don't know if I will or not. I just let him deal with that. No, there's some more lumber. There's his old dozer. I'd like to have a dozer that I could run. I'd get all this stuff cleaned up. But I don't know nothing about that. And the other one we had, I could. I like to run it. But anyway, well, I'm going to get off here and quit talking. Like I tell Michael, wind it up. So I'm going to go check on him, get my wood in. So you all have a good day, and I sure do appreciate you watching. Thank you. Bye. Okay, this is what I done today. I put that oak on sticks. It wasn't hard to put on sticks. It's a little aggravating when you're by yourself. You have to be careful so you don't move your sticks over. But it's not bad. A lot of people don't like to put stuff on sticks, and they don't understand how you're supposed to. I like to have it where it's all the same length. It really stacks better. But sometimes you ain't got it like that. I like them knots. I think that's what makes it. But see, whenever you put it on sticks, you gotta, it usually, about like 10, 12 foot, you gotta have at least 3 4x4s and under it. And then you gotta put your sticks straight up from one another. I think it's like 2 foot. I think they need to be like 2 foot apart or something like that, so it won't warp up and all that stuff. I'll have to put some cover on it whenever it starts getting hot, because them top boards will warp. I usually put the bad on top, but it didn't work out that way this time. Now I wasn't going to flip all them boards over. That oak's hard to do anything with. It's heavy and it splits, but boy, that burns good. I didn't figure it'd burn good, but I got all my wood up. I sawed it up, most of it up yesterday, and sawed the rest of it up today. I think we're going to need it because it's getting cold. So, but I got that on sticks, and then I got some old oak over there, some 2x. It's ugly, but there ain't anything wrong with it. I mean, you could plane that and it'd be just like new. And it'd been laying over here forever. And I was dreading putting it on sticks, and it didn't take me no time. If I can ever get started, I don't mind it. It's just that getting started. It's aggravating doing it by yourself. But I hear some turkeys flying up to roost. We got a bunch of turkeys. We got one bunch. I think there's 21 in the group. So, and there's my inch lumber. The oak. So you got to put your sticks as straight as you can get them. Some of mine gets a little off, but I mean, they don't have to be perfect, but they do need to be pretty close. And that keeps it from warping up. A lot of people don't understand that. There's that spruce. That's pretty. That'd be real pretty if it's sanded. Had some varnish on it. I like them knots. So, but that's what I done today. So I hope everybody has a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks you for watching. Bye.
Howdy everybody. I was going to show you a little bit more about where Mary Ruth stands. And she spends 90% of her time right in there. When we're sawing, if we've got help, she's just all over the place. This is her edger. And this is the walkway out through there. And a lot of people is concerned about her safety. And that does get piled up down there some, but not bad. And this is always open over here on the side. And if she has to go over through there, it looks like she's really close to that saw, but in reality she's not. And she's probably 2 foot away from it. Now given, you know, she could fall into it or something other, it ain't likely when she goes over there to check on the dust doodler chain or something other. And right here is where she goes through there to come over there where I'm at. And it ain't nigh as bad as it looks. I mean, it probably ain't OSHA approved, but I mean, nobody's ever failed there that I know of. So, and this is the carriage. This is the thing. Naturally, it goes back and forth. And some of the really dangerous things about this is, see that piece is sticking up right there? Now that can get you. If you got your hand over in there somewhere and this carriage comes back, it can pin your hand between it in the carriage. And that's where I come into play at. It's my job to watch and make sure mother or whoever ain't nowhere around in danger. That's all on me. And you'll never see me move a carriage unless I know where mother's at. Now, there've been times that I've threatened nailing her feet to the floor here, especially back when we was sawing hard. She was liable to take off and go to the debarker or something other fate needed right there. And it stopped the whole operation. But, you know, anymore she don't do that. Well, she'd do it if need be, but there ain't nobody out there for her to go see. And when we first bought this mill, all these rolls here was powered. They was hooked with a chain. And I didn't like that. I was afraid she'd get tangled up in that, and I took the chain off and just made it manual. So safety is a concern of ours. Just to look at it, you'd think it ain't, but it is very much a concern. And it's a huge concern for me. For naturally, I don't want mother hurt. And I go out of my way to keep her from getting hurt. And just like the other day, with that white spruce, nothing was going right. It was aggravating, she was aggravated, I was aggravated, and she finally just made the motion to cut it off. We'd went as far as we could. And then I told her I needed to start the saw up to run the carriage down so I could get through there to get over there and sharpen the saw. And so, you know, she was aggravated. She couldn't even remember to hold that button in and start it. And when you get like that, it's best just to quit and go to the house. And fortunately, now that I'm pretty much retired, we can do that and not think a thing about it. And one time I know for sure, we come down here and we was going to saw. And I just wasn't feeling good that day. My mind was 1,000 miles away. I was going to have some tests. And I was really concerned about my health. And I just cut it off and I said, I'm going to the house. I said, I don't feel safe. And if I don't feel safe, mother ain't safe, you know. Because as the sawyer, you're the one that sets the pace. You know, and you're the one that needs to watch out for your crew. And when it's mother here edging and we've got somebody stacking lumber, or back when we were sawing really hard, I had two out there stacking lumber and mother here edging. I done more than just saw logs. I watched them and made sure they wasn't doing something stupid and gonna get hurt. But that's just a little insight on, you know, the safety aspect of it. We're not just willy-nilly running around with our heads in the sand down here. We watch what we do, and I really watch what mother does, because she gets excited sometimes, and I have to slow her down a little bit. And there's nothing wrong with that, but she'll see like a log ain't rolling up good, and instead of giving me a minute to get on up there, she'll be over there with it. That's just her nature, and that's a good thing. But when I see her leave here, everything stops. When I see her go over there to log deck, everything stops. There ain't no chains moving, there ain't no debarker, no log turner running, carriage ain't moving back and forth, nothing. It all stops. Because you can move that carriage 6 inches and break a bone, or worse, you know. And I really watch about her having her hands over there anywhere around that saw when that carriage is going back and forth. And I really watch about dropping the lice board off, and her hands anywhere around that roll bed for it could fall over on them and crush her hand. And I I have come really close to hurting her fingers there one time. And she hurt her finger one time when they was throwing that stuff back up there, and the guy that was helping done something other. I don't know what he didn't throw when she did or something other, and it messed her little finger up. But that's about it. I just thought I'd show y'all that.